Diary of St. Francis de Sales. August 8. The love that seeks to walk in the will of God amid consolations always goes with fear, fearing a change of path, and instead of loving God's will, it loves the personal pleasure found in consolation. But the love that proceeds towards God's will in affliction walks securely, because affliction is not lovable in itself, and it is easy to see that it is loved only for the hand that causes it. Theotimus, Book 9, Chapter 2. In 1607, on this day, having travelled to the castle of Sales to hear the annual confession of his mother, who was completing her spiritual retreat, a tempest broke out with such thunder and lightning that the family, including our saint, took refuge in the chapel. The storm was so fierce it seemed like the final judgment. In this regard, the saint wrote to the Baroness of Chantal, expressing an incomparable joy upon seeing the multiplication of the signs of the cross and invocations to the Holy Name of Jesus. With complete calm and serenity during the furious hurricane, the holy bishop said to his family, without this fear, perhaps you would not have invoked the holy name of God. But how blessed we are to have a God who knows how to make himself loved and feared. When his mother asked if he was afraid, he replied, "My dear mother, always and only have I feared what might not please God. But it is unbelievable not to have been afraid amidst such thunder and tempest." This is not wrong. What we must do is renew our faith in Providence and calmly use the remedies and prayers that the Holy Church teaches us for such occasions. Reflection, August 8. St. Francis de Sales' entry for August 8 offers a deep reflection on the nature of true love and faith in times of adversity. Love and consolation versus love and affliction. St. Francis de Sales makes an important distinction between the love that seeks to follow God's will in moments of consolation and that which does so amidst affliction. Love in consolation. This type of love can be deceptive, as it may be confused with the pursuit of personal pleasure. When we move towards God only during consoling times, we risk loving the feeling of relief and personal pleasure more than the divine will itself. The reflection invites introspection on our true motivations when seeking God only when circumstances are favorable. Love in affliction. In contrast, love exercised in times of affliction is clearer and more certain. Affliction itself is not pleasant, so whoever endures it in the name of God does so genuinely for love of Him, not for comfort. It is in these moments that the authenticity of our love for God is revealed, as it is not the suffering that is loved, but the trust in the divine hand that permits it. The tempest at the castle of Sales. The account of the storm in 1607 provides practical context for this spiritual teaching. In the face of a terrifying natural event, the natural reaction is to seek shelter and protection. However, St. Francis de Sales observes that the storm prompted a reaction of piety and faith among his family, who multiplied the signs of the cross and invocations to the Holy Name of Jesus. Calm in the storm. St. Francis de Sales uses this moment to teach about the fear of God. It is not a paralyzing fear, but a reverent fear that leads us to recognize our need for God. The storm becomes a metaphor for life's trials, where faith drives us to seek refuge in God. Faith in Providence. His response to his mother regarding fear reveals a crucial lesson. It is human to feel fear in the presence of uncontrollable forces, but the important thing is to revitalize our faith in Providence. His teaching calls us to use the spiritual resources that the Church offers, such as prayers and sacramentals, to face our own storms with serenity and confidence. Final reflection. This passage invites a profound reflection on how we face our own storms, both internal and external. St. Francis de Sales teaches us that true love for God manifests not only in moments of consolation, but especially in times of affliction. He encourages us to embrace a genuine faith that not only seeks God in times of peace and well-being, but is also grounded in trust in His will during trials. This reflection is a powerful reminder that even in chaos, God has the power to inspire in us a response of deeper love, faith, and devotion.